Listen, man, no one's gonna tell you this, but I will. You've been lied to about what women want. Since you were young, you've been told that if you're nice enough, if you give enough, if you bend far enough, if you're patient, respectful, gentle, and endlessly accommodating, then one day she'll choose you. But here's the truth that burns. Being the nice guy doesn't make her want you. It makes her tolerate you. It makes her use you. It makes her see you as a safe option, a backup plan, an emotional sponge she can squeeze when she needs comfort, but never a man she feels compelled to chase, respect, or fear losing. And deep down, you felt this. You've watched it happen. You've been the shoulder she cried on when the guy she actually desired hurt her. You've been the one texting her good morning while she was busy staying up late for someone else. You've been the man who thought kindness would buy love, only to discover that what it bought was invisibility. And the worst part isn't that she didn't choose you, it's that she couldn't. Because attraction doesn't work the way you've been told. Desire doesn't blossom in the soil of constant approval. Respect doesn't grow in the presence of endless compliance. You've been programmed to believe that your niceness is your currency, that if you just invest enough, the returns will eventually come. But what happens when the market doesn't value your currency? What happens when the very thing you've been told to rely on is the very thing that keeps you invisible in her eyes? That's the brutal truth. Nice guys don't finish last because the world is unfair. Nice guys finish last because they've been trained to betray themselves in the hope of pleasing someone else. They silence their truth. They kill their edge. They bury their masculine power under layers of compliance and comfort, thinking this will make her stay. But women don't stay for comfort. They stay for tension. They stay for the fire that uncertainty sparks in their chest. They stay for the man who makes them feel they could lose him if they don't bring their best. So here's what you need to understand. Stop being the nice guy. Stop handing her the version of yourself that exists only to win her approval. Stop thinking that being agreeable, available, and predictable is what makes you attractive. It's not. It's what makes you forgettable. Women don't dream about the man who texted back instantly every time. They don't fantasize about the guy who always said yes, who never pushed back, who bent himself into a shape that fit her desires. Number. They crave the man who stood his ground, the man who wasn't afraid to say no, the man who had his own center, his own mission, his own boundaries, the man who carried himself like his life meant something beyond her validation. That's the man who lives in her mind, rent-free. That's the man she fears losing. And here's the shift you need to make. Don't confuse being a good man with being a nice guy. A good man has integrity, strength, discipline. A good man treats people with respect, but doesn't sacrifice himself to earn it. A good man doesn't grovel for attention. He commands it through the way he carries himself. A nice guy, on the other hand, hides behind kindness because he's afraid of conflict, afraid of rejection, afraid of standing alone. He weaponizes niceness as a bargaining chip, hoping it will buy love. But real love cannot be bought with compliance. Real attraction cannot be negotiated through comfort. Real respect cannot be earned by lowering yourself to whatever someone else wants you to be. Women sense this instantly. They can tell when a man is being nice because he's genuinely good, or when he's being nice because he's desperate, and desperation kills attraction. The second she senses that your kindness is rooted in fear, it no longer feels like strength. It feels like weakness. It feels like you're trying to bribe her. It feels like you're hoping she won't notice that you have no edge, no bite, no self-respect. That's why she doesn't want the nice guy, because the nice guy doesn't challenge her. He doesn't inspire her. He doesn't awaken anything primal inside her. He makes her feel safe, yes, but safe like a friend, safe like a brother, safe like background noise. And no woman lies awake at night fantasizing about the man who made her feel nothing but safe. So what do you do instead? You become the man who doesn't need her approval to validate his worth. You become the man who can say no without guilt. You become the man who can walk away without fear. You cultivate self-control so strong that her moods don't shake you. Her silence doesn't panic you. Her tests don't weaken you. You build a life that commands respect, with or without her in it. You stop performing for her attention and start embodying the kind of presence that makes her crave your attention. You stop proving yourself and start living as if you are already enough. Because you are, but you've buried that truth under years of conditioning, under years of thinking your role is to please. Here's the brutal truth you need to swallow. Women don't want to lead you. They don't want to mother you. They don't want to be your reason for existing. They want to be pulled into your world, a world that already has direction, discipline, and meaning without them. They want to feel your gravity, not your dependency. They want to feel the edge of your boundaries, the weight of your self-respect. They want to sense that if they don't rise to your standard, if they don't bring their best, if they don't nurture respect and desire, you will walk away. And that terrifies them in the best way. That fear is what keeps them invested. That fear is what keeps them chasing. That fear is what makes them want you. But if you give them certainty, if you hand them your heart on a platter and beg them to keep it safe, if you make your love unconditional, even in the face of disrespect, then you've already lost. Because the moment she knows you'll never leave, she stops working to keep you. The moment she knows you'll accept anything, she stops fearing consequences. And the moment consequences disappear, so does her respect. Respect dies first, desire dies next, love dies last. And by the time love is gone, you've already been erased from her heart for months. So stop being the nice guy. Stop thinking that self-sacrifice is love. Stop believing that weakness disguised as kindness will keep her. It won't. What keeps her is your strength. What keeps her is your silence when she expects begging. What keeps her is your calm detachment when she tests your limits. What keeps her is the realization that you are not afraid to live without her, and that makes her terrified to live without you. That's the paradox. The less you need her, the more she needs you. The less you chase her, the more she chases you. The less you beg for her attention, the more she fights to earn yours. And don't misunderstand, this isn't about cruelty. This isn't about treating women poorly. This isn't about becoming cold, heartless, or manipulative. It's about becoming whole. It's about finding your worth in yourself instead of outsourcing it to her. It's about embodying the kind of masculine self-control, clarity, and strength that makes her want to rise to meet you, not look down to manage you. It's about creating polarity, the magnetic tension between a man who leads himself and a woman who wants to follow that lead. Without polarity, there is no attraction. Without attraction, there is no desire. Without desire, there is no relationship worth keeping. So next time you catch yourself chasing, explaining, or giving too much, stop. Remember, you were never incomplete. You don't need to earn what you already are. Stand firm in that truth and let her feel it. Let her feel your silence, your boundaries, your strength. Let her wonder if she's enough, because that wondering is what creates desire. Listen, man, being nice doesn't make her want you. It makes her dismiss you. What makes her want you is your strength, your calm, your edge, and your willingness to walk away. When you stop betraying yourself just to be liked, everything changes. She'll respect you. She'll desire you. She'll chase you. Not because you begged, but because you became the man she fears losing. Stay sharp. Stay calm. Stay untouchable. And if this truth cut deep, wait until you hear what I have to tell you in the next video.